Alright guys, in today's video I'm going to try to teach my friend Moto to wheelie in one day. I'm going to show him every tip, trick, and secret I know to see if we can get him hitting balance point wheelies the right way. Also guys, I'm currently at 8,700 subscribers, so if you wouldn't mind subscribing, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of summer. Alright, so I guess give me like 1 or 2 wheelies. Let me just see what you got to start out. Alright. And then we'll go from there.
I'll try my hardest.
Alright.
Wheelie number 1.
That was actually really good.
Okay.
That's a good starting point.
Yeah, I think the balance side to side is like...
Yep. All right, dude, you're already looking pretty good here. How much tire pressure are you running in this bad boy?
I have a moose.
Oh, you have a moose in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you already popping your clutch, right?
Yeah.
And
I'm in first.
Yep. Oh, you're in first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'd recommend maybe doing second because you're falling side to side. Okay. So actually how it works is the faster you go, the steadier you're going to be side to side. Okay. And actually the faster your run up is, the better you'll be side to side, because the front wheel actually, the more it's spinning, the more stable you are side to side. Okay. So when you're going slow in first gear and you pop it up, your front wheel stops spinning like right away. And that's going to make the bike really, really unbalanced. And then another tip I have for you is before you pop it up, your rear brake here, you see how you have like this play in it? Yeah. So that play, you're actually not engaging your rear brake yet. Okay. What I would do is before you pop it up, just rest your foot on here, take that play out. Just take that little bit out. That way, whenever you need to use your rear brake, you will instantly have brake pressure. Okay. So I would do that. And then also, before I do it, I always slide back on my seat. So, like, where do you usually sit when you do a wheelie? Back there or in the middle?
Honestly, I don't think about it, so I'm not sure.
So whenever you first do it, I would slide to the back of your seat, like somewhere back in here. Okay. And then if you feel like you're going to fall off your seat, which I do this every wheelie, is I shift lock. So what that is that actually helps lock you into a bike, so you're nice and sturdy. So say you want to do a second gear. So you've been doing them at first, but say you want to do a second gear, you're going to put your foot underneath the shifter, lift up in the second, and hold it like that. Okay. So you're going to keep pressure on that. And that's going to shift the bike to second, but it won't shift it to third because you're holding up on the transmission. And what that's going to do is, since you're holding yourself in with your foot, you can loosen up on the bars. Because when you're doing a wheelie, you don't want to like death grip the bars, because little movements in the bars can actually steer the bike. So you want your hands to be extremely light on the bars. And you want all your weight to be in your feet. So hold up on the shifter to hold your body on the bike and be light on your bars. And you already know how to pop the clutch. Do you know how to do like a clutch up while you're rolling? Or just from a dead stop?
Is it the same or is it different?
It's about the same.
Okay.
Pretty much all you're going to be doing is give it steady gas like you're rolling in second. And I know this bike, the gearing's probably short on it, so you don't want to be rolling like too fast, just a little pace in second, right? And what you're going to do is just literally, as you're holding the gas, pop the clutch in, little blip of gas out, but you're going to do it really fast, so kind of like that. And
do you just rely on the bike, or do you like kind of give it a...
I kind of give it a bump, but like... it doesn't necessarily do anything. Like,
so it's like everything in combo rather than like...
Yep. So what I would do is I would roll up slowly in second. You can shift lock. It might feel weird at first, but it's actually going to help lock you in.
I've never tried that before.
Yeah. So shift lock. So kick up in the second, just hold your foot like that. Okay. Roll up, take that little extra pressure out of your rear brake, right? And then you're set up. Get a nice pace going. Pop your clutch. You can lift up on it. I'd push down a little bit, pull up, and then just try that.
Okay. All right.
And then once you get that comfortable, then we'll go from there and I'll teach you the next stuff.
All right, we'll try that.
And don't forget to slide back on your seat a little bit too.
Okay, I'll try.
And another thing to remember is a lot of people kind of mess this up. I still do it to this day. It's a hard habit to break. But when you do a wheelie, a lot of people pull their body weight forward, like on the bars, like they're almost doing a pull-up. You might even do it without even noticing. But you actually just want to just lean back. Just let your body be nice and easy.
Do you like lock your elbows or kind of just relax?
Yeah, you don't want to like lock them like straight like that, but just relax. Instead of having your head up by the bars, you'll know if you're doing it wrong if your head's up by the bars. Okay. You want to be like looking at the bars from a distance. Okay. So
they're not like pulling your chest to the bars, but more just like going up with the bike.
Yep. So I would start out with shift lock, brake pressure, clutch it up in second, and just see where you're at from there.
Okay. I've never tried the shift lock, or I'm in second now. This is so weird to think about. Oh God. Okay.
It's a little weird at first.
So I shift, and then I just hold my foot on the shifter as I'm riding?
Yeah, so literally like, I'll even show you on my bike here.
So weird.
Okay, so I'm in first gear right now, right? And I want to shift into second. I'm literally just going to go like this and hold it up.
That's so bizarre.
So that's going to put me in second gear, but it's not going to let it go to third or anything like that because you're holding pressure on it. So now the whole weight of the bike's on my foot.
So then you're doing your run up like that in second.
Yep. So
like locked in.
Yep. So I pick whatever gear I want to do a wheelie in, and I shift lock.
That's so bizarre.
And once you're locked into the bike like that, then, you know, once you figure out the wheelies here, that's when you can start taking your hands off the bars and doing stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. We'll keep it one step at a time.
Just put the bike in first. You know, you can kind of ride up there, just shift into second, and just hold your foot.
Hold it there, yeah.
Once you got that dialed, then you can try a wheelie. You know what I mean?
That was bizarre at first. All right, I'm gonna try that. Okay, so I'm in first. Okay, now I'm in second. I'm locked in. We're locked in.
You're good?
I'm locked in.
Yes, that's what you want.
So then I just pop up from here.
Yep.
Okay, that's so weird. Okay, I'm gonna start like down here. So we're in first. Now I'm locked in second. That already felt so much better.
Did it?
That already felt like so much better. I'm gonna try it again.
I could tell, dude. That was nice. Yeah, he's gonna learn this quick. I knew it.
I have to think about it.
Yep, you'll get it. Once you get used to it, you'll just do it all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get this today. I knew he had the skill to get this. And once you know the proper technique, it makes it so much easier to learn this. Oh dude, he's already like at balance point. Yes, dude. How's that feel?
It's so badass.
Dude,
way more stable.
Yeah, way
You're
more
right,
stable,
like,
right?
Faster and then like...
Yeah, so I don't know like the scientifics behind it, but something with the front wheel spinning creates like a gyroscopic force that keeps the bike stable.
That makes sense.
So the faster you go, the easier it is, but also the faster you go, the more dangerous it is.
Right.
So I try to do like second, third gear. You know, I'm not trying to do like fifth gear, 70-mile-an-hour wheelies, but it would be technically more stable.
Yeah.
And how's the shift lock feel? You feel like locked into the bike?
Odd, but yeah.
Yeah, it's weird at first, but once you do like a bunch of wheelies doing that, you won't be able to wheelie without it.
Yeah. No, it definitely, it's just weird like putting constant pressure on it because it just feels like foreign to me.
Yep.
But once you're actually up in the wheelie, you definitely feel way more locked in too with your feet.
Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense.
But dude, your wheelies already are looking like supreme.
Nice.
Like,
and it seemed like I tried to like start with a little bit of pressure on the rear brake as well.
Yep.
Which also kind of like seemed like it helped in some way, but I don't know.
And that'll help you, you know, that'll help you stay safer. Because I'm sure you already know, but the rear brake's what controls the wheelie. Right. You know what I mean? That's what's going to bring you down, take you out of the danger zone and stuff.
Should I be like using it to bring it down every time? Or
you can if you like. Do you feel comfortable on your rear brake? Like, have you ever done a wheelie before and set it down with the rear brake?
I feel like yes, I have.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's like an instinct yet.
Yeah, so you definitely want it to be an instinct. Like, you don't even want to think about it. Like, if you get to the danger zone, you just want to drop the bike without even thinking about it.
I think that's my problem. I'm like, I don't know if I really ever get past balance point. Like, I'm always like close to it, but I don't know if I... Or I don't know even how I am yet because I don't really see myself doing it. But.
Yep, so I'll teach you all that, but let's check your brake reflexes.
Okay.
So do everything you did, shift lock, second gear, same speed, bring it up to the same height, but as soon as you're up there, instead of riding out the whole way down there, just feather your rear brake and bring it back down. Now don't like stomp on it, because if you stomp on it, it'll slam you down quick, and you can also stall the bike out. Be gentle on it, but also be firm enough that it'll bring the bike down.
Okay.
So right now you're going to learn your rear brake and also kind of learn the pressure you need to bring the bike down without like hurting yourself.
Okay. So like bring it up there and then try to set it down like here or wherever.
Yep, just do the same exact thing you were doing, but as soon as you're up to where you usually take the bike, just hit the rear brake and bring it back down and see where you're looking at with that.
Okay. I pulled the clutch in.
Yep. Yeah, don't pull the clutch in.
Okay.
You'll do a coaster wheelie, and that's dangerous.
What's that?
I said if you pull the clutch in, that's when it actually gets a little sketchy.
Okay.
Because you'll be doing a coaster wheelie.
Yeah, I don't want to do coasters yet.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later.
Okay. So
yep, just don't even touch your clutch right now. Just you hit the brake a little hard, but that might have been because you had the clutch pulled in.
Yeah.
So just let the engine brake do its thing and just tap the rear brake.
Okay.
Yeah, he's already really close to getting the balance point. I think once we get him testing out this rear brake here, I'm going to teach him about looking down the fork tubes and actually bringing the bike up to balance point and using the engine brake and stuff like that so he can kind of start dropping it back a little bit. That's perfect.
That felt way better.
Yep, that's perfect.
I'll try it one more time.
Yep, try that a few times. Get comfortable with the brake.
Yeah.
Yep. Does that feel pretty good?
Yeah. It feels like I'm actually doing it correctly.
Yeah.
Not just like doing whatever I feel.
Oh yeah. So you got the rear brake, and I'm going to be honest, so you're on the 250F and you're on a 4-stroke. All 4-strokes have crazy engine brake. And I know this bike being an air-cooled trail bike has even more engine brake. You know what I mean? So you're going to have to use very little like rear brake on this bike until you're extremely far back. So now I'm going to kind of teach you, you know how to shift lock, you know your body position, you know how to use the rear brake, you know how to clutch it up.
I don't know if you were, but am I far enough back? Or?
Yeah, I mean, you look good. You can be anywhere on the seat as long as you're bringing the bike up to a good height. And I mean, you're really, really close to balance point already, so I think your body position's good. You're not really leaning any weird ways or anything like that. And next, once you get to balance point, that's when the bike's really going to want to lean, because when you want to turn in a wheelie, you have to take the bike up to balance point to be able to start turning. So you'll start to feel the bike once you get it up there. It's going to be a lot more weightless. It's going to want to come down easier, come back easier, side to side easier. And this is kind of when people start to like loop out. But I have faith in your riding skill to use the rear brake and stuff. You've been riding long enough, so I think you can do it. So to bring the bike up to balance point, you're going to do exactly what you did now. And you're already being really, really smooth on the throttle, which is good, because some guys are really choppy, and you don't want that. So essentially what you're going to do is you're going to pop it up just like you were, okay? And you're going to stare down your fork tubes. You're going to look at like the horizon out there. Just look out in front of you, but keep an eye on your fork tubes, okay? When the fork tubes are pointed at the ground, you need more throttle to bring the bike up. When the fork tubes are level with the ground, you're pretty much at balance point. And when the fork tubes are pointed at the sky, you're at true balance point. And what true balance point is, that's when you use no brake and no gas, and the bike will just coast at a wheelie. And then once they're up there at the sky, that's when you want to start to use your rear brake. But like I said, this bike has a ton of engine brake. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the exact same thing. Keep an eye on your fork tubes and try not to chase it out, because the more speed you get, obviously the more dangerous you are. You want to get the balance point as quickly as you can. So when the forks are pointed at the ground, you're gaining more speed. When they're level with the ground, you're staying the same speed. And when they're pointed up at the air, you're reducing speed. You're going slower. So essentially what you want to do here is you want to clutch up, and you want to try to bring the forks level with the ground so the bike stays the same speed. And then you're going to give the bike just a little tiny bit more throttle, so where the forks start to go up past balance point, and you're going to let off the gas. And when you let off the gas, the engine brake, you'll hear it be like, ooh, and it'll set the bike down. And if it doesn't set the bike down, if you let off and it goes, and starts falling backwards, that's when you're going to use your rear brake. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're just going to look down your fork tubes, try to bring them level with the ground. That's going to be the first step, but then we'll get into going back past balance point a little bit to slow down. So just try to bring the bike up quickly. You know, you'll be a little bit below balance point. Just rock into the gas a little bit and bring your fork tubes level with the ground. And the bike will stay the same speed. And if it makes you feel safer too, you can kind of feather the rear brake a little bit, or you can also brake ride it a little bit, which you're going slow enough here, brake riding it is not that bad at all. So, you know, you'll be on the brake a little bit. That's going to kind of hold you there. But you don't want to you don't really want to brake ride it like out on the road, because you'll get like brake fade and heat your brakes up in your rotor and everything. So first step, I would just try to get comfortable bringing the forks level with the ground.
A little bit higher, I think.
Yep, a little bit higher.
I didn't get it up fast enough.
Yep.
Problem is, I don't know if I can really see my fork tubes. They have this like boot on them. Kind of blends in with the bike, so I'm having a hard time like seeing.
Perfect, right there.
I felt
that was it.
I don't know. To be honest, like, I'm having a hard time like seeing the fork tubes. I don't know if it's because these kind of cover them a little bit, or like the bars.
Yep. So you might be like leaning forward more. So if you're leaning forward and you're pulling yourself into the bars, you're going to see a lot of like fender and handlebars. So you want to like lean back and then just kind of peer your head off to the side a little bit. So every time I do a wheelie, I'm looking off to the side a little bit. That way you can see your front wheel and your fork tubes and everything. And then also look at like what's coming out in front of you. Yeah, but that time right there, you did hit balance point. Okay. Your forks were like level, and I heard you let off the gas, and the bike kind of hung there for a second.
Yeah. I kind of felt it become, like you said, like a little more weightless at that point, and I think that's when I sort of like let off. And
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that was like perfect right there. That was all good technique. I would just try to do that exact same thing. Just try to lean back a little bit more and try to get a good view down your fork tubes. Okay. That way you can kind of gauge
I
where
felt
you're
like
at.
I was almost just like guessing because I couldn't really see it. So. Okay, that makes sense.
Yep, makes it way easier when you can actually see them, because then you're like, okay, I just need a little more gas, you know.
Okay, try that.
Yeah.
That's way better when you can see them.
Yeah, could you see them?
Yeah.
Yep, did you hear how the bike started slowing down?
Yeah.
So you actually went past balance point, which is good. Okay. And you use your rear brake. Yeah. So like, dude, you like already have this pretty much.
Okay, good.
Now all it is just pretty much seat time to just get good at like keeping it going. So like right there, you dropped back and it slowed down.
I felt that, yeah.
Yep. So what you'd want to do instead of letting it come the whole way to the ground now is once your forks drop below balance point, get back on the gas.
Okay.
And then you're going to bring it back to balance point.
So you're kind of like almost yo-yoing, but you want to probably keep it tight.
Yep. So that's all it is, a teeter game. All you're going to do is gas, back past balance point, let off the gas, slow down. Once the bike starts to fall, gas, bring it back up, slow down. And it's pretty much that same thing over and over and over again. And then you're only going to use your rear brake whenever you need to. Okay. So most of it's going to be like engine braking, but you're also going to finesse that rear brake just a little bit if you bring it back too far. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so the engine brake on the 4-stroke is kind of like the brake.
Essentially, yeah, just because it has so much. Yeah. You know what I mean? If you were doing this on like a 2-stroke, you would be using pretty much all foot brake. Okay. You know what I mean? Because they don't have the engine brake, so it would fall back. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much got it there. Just pretty much do the same thing. Just keep doing it. Try to get some seat time, and you know, I'll try to give you some tips. I'll watch what you're doing, and we'll go from there. But yeah, you're really solid already, dude. You learn quick.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep trying it.
Yeah, he learned this really, really quick, and actually, like, his technique and the way he looks on the bike, like, looks super good already. Oh my god. Dude, he had it right there. Perfect, dude. Oh my god. Dude, that's perfect. That is, like, actually perfect. I saw you drop it back a little bit, use the engine brake, and then you got back into it.
Oddly, like, it was kind of weird because I was, like, just focusing on the forks. I wasn't really looking at where I was going. And then I was, like, after I did that second one, I kind of thought to myself, like, oh, shit, I'm actually, like, still riding the bike. I need to, like, pay attention to where I'm at.
Yeah, it feels like that's the best feeling, I think, whenever you drop the bike back a little bit in the engine brake and you're not doing anything. It's just like...
Yeah, because I didn't touch the brake, which was weird. But the engine brake, you're right. It, like...
Yeah, dude, that feeling's amazing. Like, just gliding. Oh my god. Yeah, he's got this already.
I kind of gave up there. I kind of gave up and then my leg came off, but
yep.
That was good. I'm going to do it again. Okay. I kind of gave up there. I kind of gave up and then my leg came off, but that was good. I'm going to do it again.
I think for the hour that Supermoto practiced doing wheelies, he's definitely a natural. He picked up on all my tips extremely fast. I think with a little bit more seat time, he'll definitely be getting super good at wheelies. And if you guys personally try out any of these techniques that I showed in the video, let me know how they go for you down below. Like I said, I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of summer, so make sure you guys do subscribe, and thanks for watching.